Hey fellas, welcome back. Campaigns for North Africa. I'm restarting it again. So I guess it's gonna be a pretty long video. So we are at September turn 1, op stage 1. The axis has initiative. We are getting into strategic air planning. So I set up some units to attack Malta. So Malta has, I believe, 6 air bases, as you can see here. So I'm going to roll randomly and see which base or bases I hit. I actually have 2 sets of units going in. So I'm going to roll for each one. Let's take a look. What do I have? Okay. I have 9, 7, yeah, so I have 9 SM-79s, and I have 8 SM-79s. So we're gonna find out which, and they have escorts with them, they have 9 escorts. We're gonna find out which one is gonna go where. So I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna give it a number, so 1 to 6, from top down. So the first one, let's see, 2. So the bombers, so we got 9 of them coming in. They're gonna go after Lucqua. And then the second one we rolled was a 5. And they are attacking and we have fighters with us. We had CR-32s. So we have 4 on one side and 5 on the other. Okay, let me take you over here for a minute. Take it to this. So this is what we have going on. Now I put some people over here on missions for the Commonwealth. Let me fix this. So we have 9 bombers here, we have 8 bombers here, we have 5, 4. Hurricanes are in this hex. They're doing, I believe they're doing offensive cap. So if they're doing offensive cap, they take these, they have zone of control. 6 hexes. Let's take a look. So they have offensive cap. So with 9 of them. So they did offensive cap here. That means they're going to attack this unit. These units over here, who has cap over there? We have 3 gladiators. 3 gladiators are here. Actually, 3 gladiators. We're doing cap here. Alright, so we got 3 gladiators going up against 5 CR32s. We have 9 Hurricane Mark 1s going up against 4 CR32s. Let me get out my sheet. Then we can do the air. Alright, so I'll leave you guys there. Let me bring my dice roller, and then we can check the difference between the planes. Let's put my dice roller here at the end. Okay, so we'll start with the gladiators against the CR32s. So the gladiators, they have attack air of 2, and then maneuver is a 27. I need a pencil. Where's my pencil? Here we go. All right, attack air of 2 and a 27. And then we have the CR32's attack air of 3, maneuver of 25. All right, so we get a +1, you get a -2. So let's see where we sit. Okay, so let's use these as markers. So the CR32 will get a +1. However, their maneuver is 2 less than the other one, so it's a minus, so it's back to 0. So they both have to get a 14 to hit each other. Now, since we have more units, we are the aggressor. Let's do this. So 14, 14, 14. All right, so it looks like this. So they have 3, we have 5. So we stacked up behind 2 of them. All right, so let's roll. Let's see who goes first. And it is the axis. So we'll roll first. 16, miss. 66, miss. 35, miss. Then I'll let them roll. 56, 35, 24, miss, and then our last 2. 23, miss. 51. So a miss all around, no one hits each other. So this combat is done. These guys are done. Now they have AA fire, which is 3. So let's see if they take out any of the bombers. Now they get to roll twice. One is to kill, the other one is for abort. 62 for a kill on a 3. They take out a bomber, so a bomber is destroyed. Lost. And as for abort, 45, nothing. All right, so they take out, let's see, how many did we have going in? So we had 8, now it becomes 7 going in. So 7 times 12 is 84 points. So you're gonna drop down 84 points on the airbase. Now we will roll 55, 84 points, 55, 1. So we knock down their value to now 4. So take this away. Their effectiveness went from a 5 down to a 4. Here, we have Hurricanes going up against, and the Hurricanes are going to be the aggressor, since they have 9 to 4. Okay, let me keep this out. Hurricanes are, they have a 4 attack air and a 32 maneuver. And again, it's a 3 to a 25. So they have a +8 to Hurricanes on maneuver. And they have a 1 attack air. What's a +8 on maneuver? I think it's shift to 2. Wow, it's a 3 adjustment. All right, so it starts out with 1, and then they get a 3 adjustment. So Hurricanes need a 22, CRs need a 12. 22, 12, 12, 12. 20. All right. Axis will fire first. They need a 12 for all 4. They just rolled and they got a snake eyes. So they took out a Hurricane. So that's 1 Hurricane down. We'll roll again. 14, just misses. 61. The last one, 35. Now the Hurricanes, 43 is a miss. 35 is a miss. 31 is a miss. 66 miss. 26 miss. I got 3 more. 46. 44. 64. Didn't hit anything. So one lost hurricane went down. CRs. Now we're going to fire with the AA. Going to fire again with their 3. We'll fire twice. First one is to destroy. 24. Is a miss. 53. So abort. Just misses. It just missed. Alright, so they were able to get in. They have 9 going in. That's going to be 81. No, not 81. 108. 108 points. We'll roll. 53. 53. So we take it down by 1. So they also get taken down by 1. Okay. Let me bring you back. Looks like the Malta combat is done. Just make some notes. Hurricane. So the note is hurricane lost and SM79 lost. All right. Up next. What's up next? Malta's complete. We have to schedule our naval convoy. So actually, we were supposed to roll for. We have to roll for this one coming in. So let's do that. Hold on. Why am I missing something? At the beginning of this game, I'm supposed to roll for the ones that are coming today, and then I'm going to roll again for the ones for next game turn. So let's roll for the one today. Let's look at the charts. See what we need to look at. Is it this one? Yes, it is this one. So we are September 1940, so it's going to be B. And so let's see what we get. 1 dice, and we multiply it times 1,500. 3, that's 4,500. So 4,500 to 11,500 then. So we have 11,500 coming in. So let's make a note of that. That's coming in. 11,500. And that is this game turn. All right, now we get to roll for next game turn. So it's still September, and we're gonna roll again. 4, 6,000, so 1,300, oh, 13,000 I meant, 13,000 tons. We will get next game turn. All right, so that is complete. By the way, these pawns that I have out, these are objectives I want to get to. So, move you back. I want to get to here and here, get some supply dumps in there. And that way I can work my way along this road and up the back end. This is supply dump I'm thinking for the Commonwealth to put here to bring down. As these units move back, they're gonna need some supply. I'm gonna probably bring someone down to build a supply dump in the meantime. Small amount, not too much, and then later on we can blow it. I also want to get a supply dump here. You know, we're gonna have our, what do you call it again, a supply trucks going back and forth along this road. Plus we have rail line, and each op stage we can bring in 1,500 tons of supply of one type. So I'll probably be bringing in stores and ammo, because we have unlimited supply coming from Alexandria, and we have unlimited supply coming from Cairo. So I got trucks here that are going to be bringing all the items. And so if I can get a supply dump here, I have a supply dump Mercer McCoo, and I believe I have another one somewhere else. Oops. Oh, there it is. There's a supply dump there. As you know, in this system, supply is key. Keeping everything moving. Okay. So we did the naval convoy schedule. That's set. Convoy resolution phase. 1 and 2 air, okay. Naval convoy. Okay. This is where the British can do reconnaissance. However, they don't have planes in, I think it's in Malta, that can go to the shipping lane and do recon. The only way you can do recon, you have to have an R rating on your aircraft. If they don't have a recon ability, they cannot do recon. So right now, nothing's gonna happen, but as the British, I'm gonna transfer planes over during the air phase and get them into Malta. So next turn, they're able to do some recon. So this whole section, there's no need to do because they don't have recon. Next, stores. Now, beginning of this scenario, they already have eaten. So no stores need to be deducted from the supply dumps or the trucks. So we're good there. All right, now we are on op stage 1. Now we're gonna roll for weather. Let's see what the weather's gonna be. Okay, that is 36. Let's get out the paperwork. 36 on weather. Normal weather. Okay, weather is normal. Let's use this as my marker. After that is going to be organization phase. So the organization phase is basically you distribute water, so everyone drinks their water. Trucks get their water. Market. We get to attach units. We get reinforcements. We get replacement points at this point right now. You get to detach units. Attrition. Anyone who didn't eat last game turn will get some penalties. Construction. Time to start building things. There's no one in the place right now where I want to build, so no construction is going to happen. Training. There are units who are going to get trained. They're in Cairo. Actually, you have two types. So in Cairo, there are units in here that are going to get trained. And there's also replacement points that need to get trained. That's these. They have A10s and A9. However, I have to get a tank battalion over there to train them. If not, they are sitting at I believe it's a -3 morale. So let me start training the ones in Cairo now. The reason why Cairo, let me take you back over here. The reason why Cairo can start getting trained is that I have this unit here, actually. Just put them this way. This battalion can train this whole stack of units. So I want to get their morale up. Their morale's at -3. I can just put them out in the field, let them fight, but they're going to be fighting with a morale of -3. So I'm gonna train them up. All right, what's next? Supply, distribute. Okay, so what this means is, and I think I did in one of my videos. Let's say your second line, let's say you had a stack of units here. And during a truck convoy, you brought your second line trucks, supply trucks that is, to this hex. You would leave it in the hex. This time, this phase, your second line trucks would unload and give it to your first line trucks. And the exchange of supply happens then. So that's what that means. If you had a supply dump in the hex, during the truck convoy phase, the trucks can come, the second line trucks can come to that hex, dump or unload the supplies into the supply dump, and then leave. It doesn't have to stay. But since, if I didn't have a supply dump, I would have to leave the trucks in the hex with my other units until they start exchanging and unloading the supplies. So that's what this is in the phase, or the segment they call it. All right, my naval convoy has arrived. So the one I wrote for the first time, the one that was 11,500 tons, that has come in, and that's going into Tripoli. And so I do have an amount for them. That amount where did I put that amount? Is it here? What I'm looking for is that I believe I had something of the same amount, 11,500, that I already broke out from last game. And I was just looking for that. Oh, no, last game was 14,000. Last game I was doing, it was 14,500 tons. So what I'm gonna do is, off camera, we have 11,500, so I have to adjust this. And these supplies then will be brought into Tripoli. And then I have trucks in Tripoli, and I also have ships that will ship it out and bring it to Benghazi. I'm also gonna have to bring, which I should put here, I'm thinking about either having a supply dump there because Benghazi's here. Maybe I'll have a supply dump here. What you want to do is you want to have your trucks that can go back and forth. So you can just leave it in the middle. And it can go, drop off, pick up, drop off, and so on. So it's like, it's automatic. You don't have to move it with your hand. As long as you can count out that they can make it back and forth, and also unload and load with their movement points. So I think I'm gonna do something like this. So I gotta get units over here to build a supply dump. I gotta get units over here to build a supply dump. So this, I gotta get that right away. I have to also bring stores to do that. So this is a must, because it's gonna hinder my supply. Now, we do have good suppliers. Now, we have, I should say decent. We have about 1,500. Let's see, what do we have? Instead of me saying it, let me look. All right, for right now, I have 1,500 stores, 1,000 ammo on both, 1,500 for fuel. So we're pretty good, and we have some water. So basically, that's this and that's that. That's these two here. This here, I don't really need anything. That's down here. Then we have minor stuff, and then these are the ports. All right, so at least this will get us by for now, which is what we need. And then we'll get the rest of our stuff coming in. All right. So I got stuff I'm gonna do for Tripoli. I'll do that after offline. Next is gonna be the Commonwealth Fleet phase. Fleet assignment segment. The Commonwealth player assigns his ships to any sea or coastal hexes for bombardment purpose. I need to read up on this. What I will do, we have these ships that are in Alexandria port. I want to put them then somewhere along over here on this coastal line. I just need to find out, do I move them? Is there movement points with them? How does it go? So that's a note I have to make to myself. Now we're into the air phase. So we're gonna do our air phase and go from there. Now I know a lot of people complain about the air, saying that it was too powerful. And basically, the way it was is that if you pin this unit, let's say I pin this unit by air bombardment, this being a non-phasing player, they then have no value, no strength value. They're completely pinned. So if I try to attack it, they have the ability to leave and run away. That they do, because of, in the rule it states that if you don't apply units to close assault, they retreat 3 hexes, and but they take a cohesion hit, I believe, of 3 for running away. The idea that I had was to take it out so you guys can see. So people were upset that you can bring in a ton of planes and barrage a hex, and you can pin 4 or 5 units that have no strength values, basically. And if you surround them with units, basically they have a 0 fighting ability, and you just either create them to surrender, which most likely that's what's going to happen, and you can take out divisions at will. And so the only thing I was thinking of doing, oh, and they cannot move on their phase either. So once, let's say the phasing player is over, now it's their phase, they're stuck there. They're stuck there, they're still pinned, and they can't do anything. And so people are upset that now you can fire again with air and keep barraging them, and they can't move. One thing I had as an option was that these didn't represent pin units, they represent cohesion hits. And so if you had a 4 hit, that means that group's cohesion is at a -4 now. And so it represents, I guess, being beat up, barraged constantly. And so that was an idea I had to use on that. I don't really like changing rules I would like to play how the rule come. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay with the original rules, that units get pinned, and we'll see how it goes and see if it's really throwing everything off. So let's just do that. But I know also the strifing people didn't like as well because of it's easy to kill off units. And again, with strifing, here you go. If you brought a lot of planes into strife, you're automatically taking off 1, 2, 3, TOEs. So that's people's concerns. Again, in this, if I would have done this, I would have done that as cohesion hits as well. So you will lose 3 cohesion or 2 or 1, depending on what it is. But we're just going to stay with regular rules. I'm not going to change anything. And we'll see where it goes from there. So let's do the air. Who do I want to go after? Definitely 11 Haas. I think here. Where's my book? Let's see what I have. Okay, so 4507, I can send bombers there. I can send 9 bombers. And we can try to hit here. And we'll send another 9 bombers and hit up there. So let's do that. So where he's coming from. So this is SGSU 96. So bomb. What hex is that? 30, 20. I want to send 9 of them. And then we'll do 115. 3922. And they will need some escorts. Is there anyone close that I can get escorts for? So we're going to bring in 9 escorts. So 4 and 5, we'll do that. So 79 would be escort. 30, 24, and 39, 22, 5. All right. And then I'm gonna need to scramble, do a scramble for here. That hex is 4320. $21, 4321. C 4321. Scramble. That's 79. Oh, I have them going out already. They're escorts. I don't really have fighters close by. I have fighters here, however, the problem is once you have a unit adjacent to you, oh, but I have combat units in there, so that's good. So I'm gonna do cap. I'm gonna do cap over Libyan. So we'll do cap there, cap here. So cap, cap, and cap. That way this whole area is taken. So let's do that. Cap. All right, so that's 3019. Oh, I didn't even have that much. Okay, we can do 2 of those. All right, number 11 is offensive cap. I want to put offensive cap on 3618. We'll do 3. Then I'll do offensive cap again. And that will do here, which can handle this. That's 4020. That's also 3 of them. And we have 9 planes there. And the other offensive cap we said will be here, which is 4218. And we'll do 3. All right. So we have cap flying out of here. They're gonna do offensive cap. So they handle this whole area. Offensive cap, they handle these 6 hexes plus the one in the middle. And offensive cap these. Since I'm playing both sides, I know what's being capped and what's not. The other side, if we had a different player, they would just be going after units. So I know the Commonwealth doesn't have too many planes right now, so I have to see what I have to do with them the first. But definitely these are gonna get bombed, these are gonna get bombed. All right, let's see. So we're done with our part. Let's see what the Commonwealth is gonna do. I like to give cap to each one of these. One, two, three, four, five. Let's do that. Let's do that. So offensive cap. We're going to do 5. And we'll do it on this one first. This is 39.22. Then we do offensive cap. One, two, three on 37.21. Offensive cap. That's 36, 35, 20. $33.20. And offensive cap. That is 30.20. Because as a player, I would have put cap on each one of these, even though I know not all of them are going to be attacked. So that's what we're doing. We're just doing cap for now. I need to get more planes. Let's see, do I have a bomber that I can use? What's their damage they can do? Yeah, really nothing. Give me something good. Oh, I can do the Bombays. Can it reach? Can it reach 88? 88. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 78 to 92. Okay, it can reach. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 5 of them. Actually, we're going to do 6. We're going to bomb. We got 6. The hex we're going after. We're going to go after this hex right here. And that is 36. 36.17. And they're going to need to have escort. I'm going to send the hurricanes, 4 of them. escort. 436.17. All right, we are done. So let's put out these. So they were doing cap. He did cap here. See, they're separated, so his zone of control is there. Yeah, cap there and we have cap here. We have a bomber with escorts. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, yes. Okay. Now we have a bomber. With escorts. I have a cap. 3618. That's this one. So we have cap here. $40.20. I have cap here. $42.18. I also have escort. I have an escort 3020, which is that, at 3922. So that's also being hit. So this is also being hit up here. All right. So let's take a look at this. So these two here, they can go home. It can't attack anybody. So we can pull these guys off. This is going to be a battle. These units are not going to hit anyone because they're actually, these guys are coming from over here. So he can go home. They're going to fight. This here, no one's going after that. He can go home. And he is, so he's handling this. He's not going to, nothing happens here. All right, so these are our fights. I got this, and that. So we'll start down here. And find out what this is. Let's move it up. What these, sometimes this helps. So he has 5. So he has offensive cap against them. The escort we have is only 4. So we only have 4. I can take these off. They get out of the way. Let's move this out of the way. And as for bombers, we have 9 bombers going in. So we know. Okay. Let me get our sheet. I believe we're fighting with CR 79, CR 42, nope, CR 32s. So these are CR 32s. Crappy. There were 3 and a 25, if I remember. Yes. So we got 3 and 25 maneuver. And we are fighting 37 gladiators. Gladiators are, I think this is going to be a 0 again. There are 2 and a 27. Yeah, so we're back at 0. So both sides are going to need it. I believe a 14. No, 14 or 12. All right, so they're more, it's less. So let's put them down, 14. So they're both even. So I'm gonna roll. Let's see if fires first. Commonwealth fires first. First shot. Miss. Second shot. 15 just misses. 55. 41. Now Axis. 66. 52. 11. It's a hit. And one more. 55. Now they have one last shot, the Commonwealth. 26, a miss. So let me make a note. One gladiator goes down. Glad. 1 lost. Okay, so now it's an even amount of units. So with that being said, they can't go after the bombers. So let's push this to the side. The bombers now are going in. They don't have any air AA fire. So we have 9. So that's 108. It's 108. We'll roll. Let's see the damage. 61. Oof. All right. Two battalions are pinned. 2 battalions are pinned. Since there's only 1 battalion there, that unit is pinned. And these guys can go back. So again, they have 0 fighting ability. All right, these guys, I'm just putting away this other stuff off to the side. Keep it nice and neat. So they've been pinned. Next up, we'll do this. So this is hex 3617. 3617. What do we have going on there? So they have 6 bombers. All right, so they have 6 bombers. Let's do this. And the escort is 4. And those are Hurricanes. So we have 4 Hurricanes that are escorting. Now, who's doing cap over that? 3618, I said. Or it should have been 3617. 3617, actually. That is going to be CR-42s. And it's only 3 of them. So we have 3 of them. All right, so the CR-42s have tac air up 3 and a 28 in maneuver. 3 and 28. The Hurricane is a 4 tac air and a 32 for maneuver. So they're better by 1 on tac air, and they're better by 4 on maneuver. And if you're better by 4 on maneuver, I think it gets a +1 to its shift. No, it gets a 2 shift. So they're at 0. They get a +1 because of their tac air, and then another +2 more. So they need a 22 to hit. Their Hurricanes need a 22. And CR-42s need a 12. So let's set this up. 22 and 12. All right, so it is 3. It's 12, 12, and 12, and 22. All right, so Axis will fire first. They need 12s. 16, 43, 53, all miss. Now they need a 22. 64, 45, 34, 16 hit. So they take down a CR42. All right, so they took down a CR42. They are out of the picture. They are done as well. They're going in. However, we're going to check for AA fire. I believe Milady does have maybe AA capability. Nope, they do not. They do not. Okay, so what is being dropped on us? This is 55. Oh, Bombay. I believe they're 10. Let's look at their damage, their bomb value. Yes, a 10. So they're bringing in 60. So let's see what happens. 24 and 60. So bomb value of 60 out of 24. One battalion is pinned. So they pin one battalion. Let's move these guys back in. All right, next is, last is here. So this is what we have, the fighters. They have their 3922, yes. So they have 5. Gladiators. So they have 5 gladiators that are fighting against escort. Five of them. 32 CR32s. 5 of the CR32s. So it's even. They both are gonna have to get a 14 again. We're gonna roll since they're even to see who goes first. Just wanna mark them down. 14. Let's see, big dice is Axis. Axis goes first, okay. I'm gonna roll. 35, miss. 43, miss. 61, miss. Nope. And last, 25. Commonwealth fires with a 16, just misses. 46, miss. 42, miss. 55, miss. And the last one, 11 hits. So they take down, took down a CR. So that means, by the way, one of their planes will go after the bombers. So CR 32 lost. Now, one of the planes follows the bombers. Let's see what their point spread is going to be. Again, the Gladiator was a 3. Let me get out the paperwork. Because I have to look at my bomber. So the Glad actually was a 2 and 27. So it was a 2 and 27. Going after, who is making that bombing? SM-79 is a 4 and a 19. A 4 and 19. All right, so we have a 2 there. However, we have a -8. Let's see what that's going to do to us. So the bombers get a 2, 1, 2. They lose 3, so it's -1. One, two, 2, 3. So it's a 15 and a 13. So they get a 15 to fire. So they get to fire. And we're a 13, so we get to fire first. 22 misses. 21 miss. Okay. So nothing happens. They go away. And now we're going into there. They don't have, I'm not sure. No. I'm going to check just in case, see if they have AA capability, but I don't believe they do. £18.25. No. Nothing. So 108. So we're dropping down 108. And let's see the damage. 21. One unit is pinned. One unit is pinned. One battalion, I should say. All right, fellas. I believe that is completely all air. I'm gonna stop it here, and then I'm gonna start it up again for the movement and combat. That way the video is not extremely long. So I'll break it into 2 parts. Plus I wanna grab something to eat upstairs. But this is what we're looking at right now. Miletti's gonna have to break off a battalion. Gets us pinned and work its way down here. Yeah. All right. That's where we are. I'll leave it there, and I will be back. I'm just checking. Oh, there is one thing. I have to transfer some units to, which I can do that offline. I'm transferring planes to Malta And I'm transferring other planes to somewhere else. I have to find it. All right, fellas. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back.